So as you can see, I put in some maple flooring, engineered hardwood, in our basement, and I think it looks pretty good. Makes the room a lot warmer, and I put in the one-step underlay, the blue stuff. Basement's kind of a mess right now, but you get a good feel of the room anyway. The next step is the stairs, and what I have is a set of wooden stairs that are plywood on the toe kick and on the step, and are look to be like a 2x12 stringer, 2x12 spruce stringer, and I want them 100% hardwood. I thought about how to do this, and I have come up with an idea, and I wanted to share it with you and see what you thought. It makes the installation way easier. You start by cutting all the steps and the toe kicks the same length. They're all the same, and they're all square, and they all get installed almost perfectly square. I just have some steel plates on there right now on the bottom 3 steps because I just did them, and the PL is still setting up, so I wanted to make sure there was enough weight on them. But what I'm doing is I'm installing everything at once, and I want to show you how that's done. I'll start by doing the next step, installing the veneer on the edges, left and right edges, and then the toe kick at the back, and then the step on the bottom. So I've pre-cut the veneer stringers. These are also a maple 1/4 inch thick veneer, and I've cut them to be placed on each side. The problem I have is that when I place them in there, every step is different. I've got a different width of every step. And particularly the inside is shorter than the outside because my stringers are tipped a bit. Nothing is straight, nothing is square. So what I did was I found at a local store a roll of foam tape. It's a self-adhesive foam tape, 1/4 inch in thickness, 1/4 by 1/2. And what I'm doing, and I found that works really well, is I snip off a few pieces and I stick them in the 3 corners. Down here there's one right in the corner of the stair, and then up on top. I put 3 of them there on each side, and I cut the stairs, the width of the stairs and the toe kick, taking into consideration that the 1/4 inch thick foam would be compressed in half, so it would be compressed by about 1/8 of an inch on each side. So what that gives me then is 1/8 of an inch of pressure play from the foam. The foam is providing pressure resistance against the veneer, as you can see in this one here. And so the veneer is sitting up a bit, but right in the corner of this step in particular, that veneer is almost right against the 2x10 or 2x12 stringer. So what that gives me is a perfectly square finish. It gives a square finish along the back, in the corner, along the whole step, and right against the very back as well. It's a very nice finish everywhere. And no cutting. All the stairs are cut the same. All the engineered hardwood stairs are cut the same. And I measured and found a location for my joint to be right here, right where the stair nosing is going to be the closest to the cap that I'll put on later, so that you won't see it. I don't think a guy should run off the bottom and come straight across like that, because then you'll see it there. So I came off right close to where the nosing is, at a minimum distance from the cap that'll be over top here. And this works really well, and let me show you now what I do. So I give it a nice shot of PL right here in this corner, and it has to be a blob so that it catches the veneer. Down here in the corner here, and then up here. And a little one right here as a number 4 catch location. Do it on both sides. Just set the veneer cover in there. on both sides. Now with the PL adhesive already on the back of my toe kick, like this, what I'm going to do is press him in there, and it's going to be a compression fit because the foam is going to push on each side and compress a little. I can put a couple brads on the bottom because the stair will hide them. So now, as you can see, the toe kick is putting pressure against the veneer, and the veneer is kicked out here a bit. But that's okay, because when I put the stair in right now, it'll push it over, because the stairs and the toe kicks are the same length. Same on this side, it's kicked out a bit, and that's okay. And the nice thing about having these float a little bit is that they're movable. I can move them and get them in the perfect location before the PL sets up. So I'll put the stair in right now. So once again, PL on the bottom, an ample amount. And it's very important to put PL along the nosing, where the nosing is going to rest, so you get a good adhesive and a good bond to the plywood up front on the stair as well as the toe kick. Here's my stair, engineered hardwood stair. Now, as you can see, the finish on that stair is incredible. No gap in the corners, no gap along on the riser. I mean, it's just incredible. The back is nice as well. Although there are a couple stairs I had to shim out because the riser was bowed, but even that's okay to put a little shim in the back. I mean, it's incredible how this worked out and gives you such a nice clean fit. And like I was saying earlier, the veneers now are movable. If I need to move them, I can just slide them around a little bit to get them optimum, because they will move in there until the PL cures. Same on this side. So here at the bottom of the stairs, you can see what I was referring to with the stringer that is sort of leaning outward. At the bottom of the stairs, my veneer is almost right up against it, and as you go up, you can see that it starts to pull away. And that's because that 2x12 is tipped, and it would be impossible to have square stairs as well as get all of the cuts correct. I don't know how to do it. I've seen other YouTubers come up with an idea to put in adjustable piece that measures the stairs so that you can then do a laser cut. But I don't know how you would do then the toe kicks, the same or not. I don't know. Seems to me that would be a hassle. So I thought of the foam solution, which then makes everything, gives it some play and makes everything square. So I cut all the stairs and the nosing's the same. So with each step, I just wanted to show you something because I made the nosings. These are 5-inch planks. They come standard 5-inch planks. This nosing piece is the same. It's like a 9/16 material. I think it's 14 millimeter. They call it 5/8, but it's 14 millimeter. It's Asian. But what I did was I cut one of the pieces here at 3 inches at 45, and then the remainder, I wanted a 1-inch drop, and I cut at the other 45 angle. I put them on a piece of 3 by 3 by quarter angle, clamped them on, glued them, and after about 4 hours clamped, they were surprisingly nice. And the edge was obviously bad, so what I did was I sanded down the edge with, first I used a rasp to give it a radius, and then I found a color match stain, stained it up, and then threw a little bit of veneer right on that edge where it's going to get the most use. But the other nosing that I could purchase was a solid maple product, and it was very different looking than this. And I thought, for another extra few days of farting around, I thought it'd be better to make it look all the same. That's just me, and some people think I'm crazy, but that's what I did. And it actually turned out quite well. I'm surprised. The gluing of the small 1-inch piece on the end worked out very well. And remember, there's no load on the nosing. All the load is on the top where the foot is going to be, so there's no load on that. He doesn't even really need to be much there. It's just a faux edge to make it, give it some thickness, some depth perception. I think if you look down it, you can see in the light, yeah, you can see in the light the veneer, the edge. So you can see where I have a different sheen of veneer than what it came with. I think I could probably polish that. I'm not too concerned, but what I was concerned about was getting a product that looked the same first, and now I can worry about finishing. As you can see, as I'm going, all of my edges are remarkably crisp. See if I can get a good view of that. Yeah, so it's really nice cuts. It works out well with the foam because the foam gives the resistance to put pressure back against the square cut steps and risers. So without it, I'd be having to measure each one, and it would be a real hassle. And the backs are, there's a nice, give you some perception here. This is the step. So the back has got a very nice edge in there. It's so tight, you can't even see any gap. And it's not that I'm after tightness, but I just wanted it not to look, like 1/8 of an inch to me is too much. I don't like seeing 1/8 of an inch gap. So call me picky. But this way seems to be pretty good as far as an end result, and actually, in my opinion, very simple to install. And there's the view of the compression. Hang on. How the foam is being compressed inside there. So I've got, I don't know, less than 1/8 inch gap. But it varies, which is interesting. If you run down here, it'll go to a 1/16 and then probably out to, 5/32s or something. So yeah, it varies, and that's why the foam is nice. So the steel weights, the plates that I put on the steps, they are weights because what I found is the engineered hardwood has a little bow in it. And I'm not, I think it just comes that way from manufacturing. So here's one of the toe kicks, and you can see there's just a little bow in it, ever so slightly, but it's bowed out. So I put in the brad nail at the bottom to suck it in a bit so I have a square back. And the step, and here's a step with the nosing, and it's got a little bow in it as well. So I put the weights on the stairs so I get a good PL adhesive right in the center. So this is the next day, and the stairs have had a good 16 hours of drying time. The PL adhesive has had about 16 hours, and they are rock solid. I've just got to do the top two. And the only thing I wanted to show was how the PL along the edges inside between the veneer and the 2x12 is now fully cured and it's rock hard. So I mean, these edges, they don't move at all. There's no give at all. They're rock solid. So the foam is in there only to provide pressure, back pressure, so that the veneer is tight up against the step and the riser. Once the PL cures, as it has, the foam is irrelevant and not even doing anything. And the PL is what's holding it there now, and it will hold there solid now forever. So that's the only thing I wanted to show today. I'll have these done shortly, and then I'll have to put the cap on. So I've got all the stairs on now. I finished the last two on top, and they're all doing really well. Nothing has moved. I hope you find this video useful, and I hope that my system of installing the stairs helps you.